I also wanted us to look at the confirmation of the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, which many in the space, some other people, and we live in times of the social media, and the people from different sections of the country definitely will bring up some other issues, talking about some region that have never had a taste of that position in the country, and they wonder, now that they thought that one of their own, as they would want to put it, is almost getting there. It would seem as if we're not seeing any light in that direction. But before we touched on that, I wanted you to tell us the moral sense it does make for Mr. Magu to continue acting as a chairman of the EFCC, even though you have said you have been able to show some kind of bite in this renewed fight against corruption in his acting capacity. When you have that kind of rejection from the nation's Senate, how does this work in the view of morality? We're not talking about law now, with that same individual that has been questioned by another security agency of the same government.
Well, philosophically speaking, I think Ibrahim Magu should step aside. Earlier on, I said he was now damaged goods because of the dirty slap on the face which the Senate has dealt on him. So he would lack the effectiveness. An acting appointment is the worst type of appointment you can think of. You are damned if you do and damned if you don't. So when you are on an acting appointment, you really can't be effective. So, and now that even his acting appointment has been put into question, then of course Ibrahim Magu should do the needful. He should step aside, or the president should bring someone else that will give fillip to the anti-corruption war. We've had different people chairing the EFCC. We had Nuhu Ribadu, we had Farida Ibrahim Waziri, and now, so we had Lamode. They can look for somebody else with credibility to spearhead the anti-corruption struggle.
We'll continue and take on the acting CJN matter when we return after now. Our closing moment with Professor Akin Oyebode, and we're talking now, looking at the acting CJN's confirmation.
Well, it's a sad and untoward development to have an acting Chief Justice of Nigeria. Like Chief Wale Olanikwekun said, it's not a matter of discretion for the president to say you can only play the role in an acting capacity. There's nothing like a slightly pregnant woman. She's either pregnant or she's not pregnant. So if you want the Honorable Justice of Supreme Court to be Chief Justice of Nigeria, you forward the name to Senate and let it be on the neck of Senate that they don't confirm your nomination. After all, they rejected the nomination of the chairman of EFCC. Nothing stopped the Senate, in its wisdom, I won't say fully, in rejecting the nomination of Chief Justice of Nigeria. But it will be unprecedented as having the man act in an acting capacity. I don't understand that. I think the president has shot himself in the foot. It's another needless controversy. Fela will say, trouble they sleep, younger go wake up. The man has served his dues, is the most senior justice of the Supreme Court. Where it comes from, or whether it faces Mecca or Jerusalem, all those things are extraneous. The Senate is to decide whether it's a fit and proper person to be sworn in as Chief Justice of Nigeria, period. He has a requisite training. He studied law in Legon. He's been in the judiciary for more than the time required. So I don't know the alibi that the president is fishing for. He's not sending his name forward to Senate. At least let him remove another albatross from his neck and put it on the necks of the members of Senate. In the life of me, how many years does he have left? Let him play the role of Chief Justice of Nigeria. And then, of course, there are important matters to take care of in terms of judicial reform. People are talking of reconstituting the NJC, and every Chief Justice will want to make a mark during his stay. I'm sure the acting, so to speak, Chief Justice of Nigeria will not perform worse than predecessors. I don't want to name names. There are Chief Justices of Nigeria that really we were aghast when they were nominated. But not somebody like Onogen. I think the man should be duly appointed as Chief Justice of Nigeria. The lawyers are not happy at what is happening. I know the president is not a lawyer, but he has an attorney general who is a lawyer. He has a vice president who is a law professor, as well as senior advocate of Nigeria. He should listen to wise counsel, because what he's doing is unacceptable, quite sincerely, and somebody should tell him so.
I think good a place for us to wrap up this. And when you started talking about the development of how robust our legal profession has been, one nation comes to mind, and that's the Gambia, how well we have helped the Gambia. Can you comment on that election in 30 seconds, if you will?
Well, Jammeh is, you can expect anything from Jammeh, because he actually said he welcomed the elections, but then he had second thoughts. And ECOWAS got it wrong by sending a delegation of presidents to Jammeh. Jammeh will not listen. The only language he understands is force.
Professor Akinyoye, the Professor of International Law, University of Lagos, many thanks for spending this Boxing Day morning on Sunrise Daily with us. Always a pleasure having you. It's a wrap on the show. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sulaiman Alede.
And Neo Taibe, thank you for watching.
And thank you to all the people who keep us safe out there. Well done. I'm Maokwe Ogun.